Hello traders, Damien here. I wanted to make this short video as I felt it would be more effective to answer these questions in a more efficient manner. It starts with our good friend here. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to mess it up, and so I'm just not going to try. Examples of doubt that go into my mind ran in the chart. Today's instrument right here, 5-minute chart, questions are in red. I guess when the corrections come, especially if they are complex, it's a problem. Now that I am without indicators, and I cannot even look at putting one, not even for a second, because it will influence my ideas. Okay, so let's jump into the chart here. And I know we have an element of hindsight here, so we're going to talk about price moving forward from here, if this pattern fits in the order flow, and what is the likelihood of this pattern completing. Okay, so first off, we start with what he identifies as a main swing here, and that is correct. He also puts here, or this main swing comes from here. If moving chart a little more back, swing is even bigger. This is becoming my little problem. Where does the main swing start? Because going back, it's always a little bigger, especially in huge trend moves that almost no pullbacks. All right, so this question is easy to answer because what we're looking for is main highs at clear highs and clear lows, clear highs and clear lows. This is not a clear low. This is the clear low right here. This is either a correction or something. I don't know what's behind it. It doesn't matter. The market broke up here, okay, came down into a clear correction, and then a clear new structure high. We also notice that there is breakdown in this order flow because see the momentum here, the angle, the pitch here. We have a pretty good correction here with pretty good momentum into what looks to be to the left, maybe some sort of area of structure. Doesn't matter. Let's pretend the market started here, okay, for all intents and purposes. This would not be an area. This is an attempt to correct and never really corrected off of shorter term order flow. The clear low is here, clear high is here. This is the swing, then the correction, then another swing. Okay, so if you're using this swing as your main swing, you're looking for a correction. So until the price breaks below this level here, this market's expectation is a new structure high. Okay, now we know that there's going to be deep corrections, or we can assume that there's going to be deep corrections from an expectation standpoint, because if we look at the momentum here versus the momentum here, and how many smaller swings and price action actually came here, although we did achieve pretty good projection from here to here, the momentum in the second swing was significantly less. So there is breakdown here of strength to the upside. Even though the candles look good and we have good volume candles, the actual overall process here, we look at the momentum was a lot less. This produced a series of complex ABCs to the downside, okay, breaking intraday or immediate structure to the downside. This is also further testament that the bulls are breaking down pretty badly, as this should have at the very least been able to test the highs, and that's okay. We can expect complex corrections, but what happens is the price is really struggling to get back to a particular retest area. Okay, so we see that price has not been able to make a short-term new structure high. It has not broken this area down here, but we can see significant breakdown, and even in the intraday order flow, and we have not been able. This is now in the, when we scale into the order flow, we see that this is now the main swing, okay, of the intraday order flow. We're looking at a very deep correction, which says, okay, this market's trying to recover. The bulls are trying to get back in this, okay, but until we break above, close above this market can't go any higher. And in the long-term expectation, we definitely got to get above this to get a new structure high. Okay, so we have to be aware of which order flow it's important to our trade and what we're looking to capture. If you're looking to trade off of this into an expectation of a new structure high, okay, then we cannot break below this. Okay, and any trade that you take with this expectation in mind has to put your stop below this level. Okay, that's important. Okay, and you have to be willing to tolerate complex corrections against you. You already knew the bulls were weakening. This opens up the door to complex corrections, deep corrections, weak pushes to the upside, stronger volume to the downside, all of the above. okay? And you're starting to see that. And when you have this one to the downside here, it might have extended slightly past the retested lows. What does that tell you? Significant breakdown in order flow. We've retested a low. It is unreasonable, okay? Not impossible, but it's unreasonable after a test of the low here that you're going to get a new structure high. This market is clearly breaking down, hinting to you, telling you in the short term and more immediate order flow that this market is just struggling like hell to get up again, and that any trade to the upside, you would need to manage this aggressively, okay? And that the order flow, at least the immediate order flow, is favoring shorts versus longs. Okay, but we do see the deep corrections and we do see a market that's trying to recover. It's just doing a very poor job. There's not enough buying interest. The buyers are finding that these prices at these levels are just too expensive to keep buying, and therefore supply overwhelms demand and price will drop. Okay, so now let's see here. Okay, so here I am thinking it's either an ABCD or bearish butterfly. Where do I enter for long? What do I do with the dominant swing? Either trading against it or in favor. I would imagine that's what it says there. All right, so if you're looking for longs, we already identified that this is the main swing as you have. You see that you're having complex corrections here. So you have to look at where are the buyers. Okay, you're right here. You're looking for a long. Okay, if you're looking for a long, you're definitely not going to get long anywhere around here, right? Because why? Well, even though price made a weak new structure high in the short term, price has retested the low. Another sign that what? The bulls are just out of gas and unable to take price higher. Okay, but if you're looking for a buying opportunity and price is right here, what would that be? Where have the buyers come in pretty consistently? Somewhere in this zone right here. Okay, somewhere in the zone right here is where you would look to get long. Your stop would have to be if you're trading off of this swings here and you're getting in somewhere on a rotation around here. Okay, as this tested this area right here, and we can see that the buying volume here was great, here was great, here was very good, here not so good, here very good. Okay, and here has been decent. Okay, so we know that there's buying interest here, that we have demand in this particular area here. So this is where you're looking to get long because it favors a more favorable risk reward in looking to participate in possibly what the bulls may be trying to recover after they've been severely beaten up and broken down. Okay, so if you're looking for a long, it would have to be in line with a higher low, okay, into this area of demand that is materializing, and that is your best chance from a risk reward standpoint. Okay, so that is what you should be looking for as long as the long-term expectation is for a new structure high. Now, do I expect price to get up here to complete this potential butterfly pattern? Possibly not. Can you trade into that? Yes. The market has not broken down against you in the longer term to signify that these expectations are not going to play out. However, you do have a lot of work ahead of you, as we can see that from this level here forward, okay, you're finding to be prices are found to be too expensive to keep buying, and the market has been able to sell off. Okay, longs have been looking to take profit and sellers have been looking to enter the market at this level. Okay, so if you're long here, at the very least you need to consider this area as an area to possibly protect. Okay, because we do see what structure here. Okay, so you need to ask yourself, when you get this nice rotation candle here, okay, what is your expectation? Okay, do I have room to protect? What is the area that I need to start thinking about protecting my entry? Right here, look across, look across, look across. Okay, this is an area where my first obstacle lies. Okay, so do I have room to protect? Maybe yes, maybe don't. You need to answer that from a risk reward standpoint. Okay, and then your profit target should be a 1-to-1 of this particular move. Okay, now if you see prices accelerate like this, you can extend your profit target and use your trail to lock in profit along the way. Okay, but that is how you need to process this area. Okay, so I am not looking for a butterfly. If I get there, fantastic, but I am not going to enter long here, set it and forget it, and think that price is going to get up here. Right now, the order flow suggests that this, it's a remote possibility. Even though that is the expectation at hand, the order flow suggests there's severe breakdown on the buying side, that this area is showing to be greater supply, and that chances are the price is going to sell off of this, as we have attacked this with area with a lot of volume, a lot of strength, and price has just not been able to get above that. Can it? Sure. In the immediate, we've made a new structure high. We've made good projection. Market seems to be strengthening. So you do want to, if you're long here, you do want to get to a break even, maybe even lock in some profit below this area here, and then see if price will extend past that. Okay. From the start of the dominant swing, lost understanding of the market. Cannot understand this correction of the dominant swing. Where will it go? Is it simply a higher low? Still expecting a new structure high. Yes, there's no reason to lose your bearings. You've identified this as the main swing. That is correct. So anything below this changes the expectation. Anything above this gives you a new expectation of a higher low and a new structure high. The breakdown here in momentum suggests to you that you're going to have possible complex corrections, possible deep corrections, trouble in climbing. All of these things that signify weakness to the buying side. So you want to take caution in looking for longs, and you want to look for longs that offer the best risk reward. And you're going to do that in this area that looks here to be of good demand. And we've already addressed why this is not something that you would consider as a main one. If anything, this will be a main swing. This is a dominant swing, another main swing, dominant complex correction to the downside here. 100% correction, signifying to you that what? Issues in price climbing. We see that we have momentum here. We have another weak ABCD. We have one here. We have one here to the upside. We do have a complex, smaller pattern here, but it's not important. The important thing is that you do not lose your roadmap. You have clear expectations. You know where the market is intending to go. You know there is weakness in that direction, so you need to what? Look for trades that offer the best possible risk reward, room to protect yourself. Okay, and it's okay to get aggressive and start looking for shorts since the market looks like it wants to change directions, but you want to do that also where? Up here. Like you're looking for longs down here, you're looking for shorts way up here. I hope that addresses the concerns, and if you have any other questions, just post them. Thank you.